Allmendinger, before we went to break, spun coming off the corner right there. And basically, I've become an interpreter because I've been watching him. It's so darn loud here, you can't talk to anybody. I've been watching him talk to his crew chief, Mike Shiplett. And what he is basically saying is, and this is interpretation, is when the car, when he got back on the gas, the rear end just wanted to whip around. You can see it right there. It just whips right around. So that's what he's telling Mike Shiplett right now. They flat spotted those tires, a new set going on, but right now just a little bit loose upon throttle for A.J. Allmendinger.
Oh, and around goes A.J. Allmendinger. That's the second time we've seen that.
Yeah, this is on the front stretch coming off turn 4, I think, this time.
Yeah, it is.
He spun 20 minutes into our first practice, or this practice, excuse me, at the beginning of this practice, and now again he goes around.
And he's so far down the front straightaway, Larry, it's almost like he must have gotten loose and chased it and then finally lost the handle on it.
There were other cars around him, too. I don't know if we had any contact, but let's take a look.
You could see that. You could see that thing get that huge wiggle right in the middle of turn 4, and then just broke loose. Very similar to what happened to him on the other side of the racetrack earlier.
But he is getting lucky because he got a piece of that outside wall. I don't know how much damage he did to the right rear of that car, but he did get a piece of it.
But it's rare that you see a little bit of damage. It's rare you'll spin twice at Bristol and have that little bit of damage.
Yeah. This is one of those racetracks they call a self-cleaning. The banks are so high that they just push you down, sometimes into the inside wall, but this is a situation where just minor damage for the 43.
I believe they can probably repair that because a lot of times, especially with this new rear spoiler, if you catch much of the outside wall on the right side, it'll have a tendency to knock the whole rear quarter panel off the car. I mean, it's knocked the whole body alignment off. Here he comes up off of turn 2. This is the earlier spin today as he went sliding by the 2 car of Kurt Busch and Jeff Burton.
Kurt Busch had an interesting view of that one. This is the most recent coming off of 4.
Just seemed like it had a lot more wiggle right initially before it got loose.
I'm just wondering if he caught that apron right there on late exit right there, Larry, when he got down and almost like unloaded the car and make it snap around.
See a little bit of damage on that rear spoiler, but you're right, Jeff. That's been one of the things that's happened. And, of course, Bristol, when we were here in the spring, was the last time that we actually raced the wing. The next race after that at Martinsville. But I would say they'll try to work on that, won't they, Bob? Looks like maybe Bob's down there working on it.
No, I'm not working on it, but Robbie Loomis, you can see right there, checking out the race car. They're going to try to fix this car, obviously, because minimal damage, I say minimal, like you guys said, for hitting the wall here at Bristol. But A.J. Allmendinger, not one to sugarcoat things. He basically came on the radio and said, guys, we are working hard, but this thing sucks. And the funny thing is, right now he's 5th on the speed chart, so he's got the initial speed, but he doesn't have the overall consistency. And take a look. That says it all. The look on A.J. Allmendinger's face.
Yeah, they've really not made headway with this race car in an hour and a half, but I see a lot of cars in the same boat. They can't get their cars tightened up on exit of the corner.
I don't know about you, Larry. I have seen the face of a lot of drivers when they're frustrated. That's a frustrated race car driver right there.
Yes, it is.